when we travel through life,
Yes.
we go through a lot of experiences that are good, bad, and ugly.
Yes.
And obviously, the key is we have to develop coping mechanism actually in our system, so we can deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly part of it. The question is, obviously, as you know, our main problem is that we identify ourselves with the mind and body. The problem goes away if the I merges with the consciousness.
Yes.
That's a long journey it takes.
No. It's instantaneous. I also doesn't have to merge with consciousness. You just have to know it as what, and the process will start automatically. But I understand what you're saying.
If I know, but my question is, in the short term, how do I fake it before it becomes reality in the future?
How do you fake it till you make it?
Correct.
By faking it. And the amazing thing is, you are not faking it. When it becomes a reality for you, you'll realize it was always a reality. I was always this. Vedanta says, Brahma Veda Brahmaiva Bhavati. The knower of Brahman becomes Brahman or realizes, I always was Brahman. So in this case, you don't even have to fake it till you make it. You fake it till you realize you always made it. And this whole game was an appearance in you. That's why the monk said, Badi ulti darshan hai. This is a very paradoxical philosophy. Whether you know it or not, you believe it or not, you are Rama. The story of the two birds on the tree. It's an old Upanishadic story. So one bird is eating various fruits, sweet and bitter, and going through all kinds of experiences. Our life, sweet and bitter experiences. Then it sees a shining bird sitting up on the top of the tree, which is not eating anything. But the whole tree is lit up by its radiance. It is basically that Anubhava Matratma, that pure consciousness. Or in whatever system, you can call it God or the witness consciousness or the Buddha nature, whatever system is, there is something there. And this bird feels, oh, that's so amazing, he seems so happy, let me go close to him. And it hops up the trees, branches towards that bird, but in the way it sees a very particularly luscious fruit. Let me just taste that, and he forgets that bird. It starts tasting this fruit, that fruit, until it gets a shock by tasting an especially bitter fruit. And in this way, finally it goes, long journey, as you said, long journey, comes near the shining upper bird. As it comes near the bird, it finds its own feathers beginning to shine in the light of that upper bird. And when it comes close, it disappears. Suddenly it realizes always the upper bird alone was there. This is the story. So, but he says, how do we cope? We cope, first of all, before we are spiritual, we try to cope in so many ways. We cope through, physical strength or beauty. We cope through wealth. We cope through education, through power, through accumulating money, property. Then we cope through psychology, positive psychology. This and so many different ways we have devised for coping with life. Spirituality helps us to cope the best. So far, what we know, the best coping mechanism is spirituality, and that's the lower kind of spirituality. The higher spirituality is what we talked about today. So until that becomes a reality, dharma is the coping mechanism. Vivekananda says, what's the best possible life you can lead before enlightenment? He says, let vision cease. Or if you cannot, let vision cease, become enlightened. You want enlightenment, you want realization. Well, be realized right now. I can't. All right, if you cannot, then dream but better dreams. Dream but truer dreams, which are eternal love and service free. If you must dream, then dream the best possible dream. And he says the best possible dream is unconditional love and service free, as an inner attitude, as a philosophy of life. And that itself, volumes can be written, worth thinking, but it's best to start practicing a little bit. You see the benefit of it. Yes.